Welcome to the monthly mini for November 2025. I'm Sarah Lascano, and I'm a quantum biofield therapist at Zen Energy and author of The Hidden Force Within. In this month's mini, we're going to take just 5 minutes to consider something that could improve your health. Our entire system is made of energy. Quantum physics is proving that at the lowest level, all physical matter is energy. Okay, that's a little mind-boggling for us as we're looking at our hands and our body and rocks and cars. But at the lowest level, matter is energy. What that means is it is impermanent. It is malleable. It can change. And so I want you to consider, how is this relevant to your health? Just because we have a health condition or a health symptom, it doesn't mean that it needs to stay with us. It could change. Now, often our mind gets latched onto these thoughts and these identities and these diagnoses, and it begins to own them, right? It begins to recognize them as part of the self at the lowest level. And we need to break free of that, recognizing that energy could actually shift our reality into something totally different if we are willing to open to the possibility. Now, there's a second law of the universe, which is that we will never violate. We have free will. We have the ability to make the choice in how we want to move through our lives. And so if we choose to become attached to a particular diagnosis or symptom or state of being, that's our choice. So we want to be mindful of this choice that we actually have, that we don't always know that we have. So I'm going to invite you, how would your life change if you took a symptom or situation in your life that you would really like to be different and recognize that it could shift? Okay, so I'm going to invite you to bring something to mind. Maybe it's a food sensitivity, maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's a physical symptom, maybe migraines or digestive problems. Maybe it's a chronic infection or Lyme or something big like a cancer diagnosis. I'm going to invite you to bring something to mind that is in your experience that you want to change. Okay, I'm going to invite you to consider this as energy. Consider this as a result of energetic disruptions coming together in a perfect storm to create this situation in your life that you want to remedy. When we view it this way, rather than an expression of genes or a diagnosis that can't be healed or it can't be cured or it can't be changed, when we flip this view, we open to change. We invite change to be possible. And that's the first step, is to recognize that things can actually shift in our experience. Okay, so just by opening to that, we are inviting change. Now, the second step of the process is to envision where you want to go. What is your goal? Is your goal to be free of that particular symptom? Is your goal to be vibrantly healthy? Is your goal to feel calm and peaceful and vital or energized? What is your goal? I want you to try to create a little image of this goal in your mind right now while we're together, okay? In order to start traveling toward another outcome, we need to have some idea of where we want to go. We don't have to believe it's possible. We don't have to know it's possible. We don't have to know how we're going to get there. We just have to have an idea of what we want. Okay, so I'm going to invite you to create an image of this vision of where you want to go. Okay, so now we have an image of where we want to go, and we have the knowledge that where we are can change. So now all we need to do is create a path to start getting those outcomes to meet. Okay, and we do that through the recognition of what might be blocking our path. Now, what blocks our path? Many things can block our path, right? We have physical things, emotional things, mental things, and spiritual things. All kinds of past stressors can accumulate and create blockages that impede flow from one state to another. And that is biofield therapy. looking for those blockages and clearing them from the body. All right, so let's give permission for your body to start sharing with you over the coming days what might be in your way as you hold the image of where you want to go, as you recognize that where you are can change. What types of blockages could be blocking your path? We're going to let this start talking to you. Let your intuition start sharing information and open to receiving that. Okay, so this might be an inspiration, it might be a memory, it might even be an emotion that comes up that you feel. Lean into those moments and see if you can get some clarity on what your perfect best next step might be. Until next month. If you want to go deeper, drop me a note. I'd love to hear from you. RayZenEnergy.com.